Frequent cravings after stress are more than a simple case of emotional eating. They're a biological signal that your brain and metabolism are struggling to maintain equilibrium under pressure. When life becomes overwhelming, deadlines pile up, or emotions intensify, the body's stress response releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which temporarily raise blood sugar to provide energy for a fight-or-flight reaction. Once the stress passes, insulin levels rise to bring that sugar back down, often dropping blood glucose too low. The result is a powerful craving for sugary or high-carbohydrate foods, a quick way to restore energy and calm the nervous system. While this cycle feels comforting in the moment, over time it becomes a silent driver of insulin resistance, weight gain, and prediabetes. The danger lies in repetition. Each time you reach for sweets under stress, you reinforce a physiological loop that trains the brain to associate relief with sugar, making the cravings more automatic and harder to control. This pattern is an early warning sign that your stress chemistry and metabolic balance are intertwined. The body's natural stress hormones were never meant to be activated constantly, yet modern life, with its digital overstimulation, long work hours, and irregular sleep, keeps them chronically elevated. High cortisol not only drives cravings but also promotes abdominal fat accumulation, impairs sleep, and raises blood pressure, forming the foundation of metabolic syndrome. Many people experiencing frequent stress-induced cravings already show early signs of metabolic imbalance: afternoon fatigue, irritability when hungry, or difficulty losing weight despite effort. If ignored, this state can progress toward prediabetes or even type 2 diabetes, as the pancreas becomes exhausted from constantly managing these glucose surges. The positive side is that this cycle can be broken, not by willpower alone, but by retraining both the mind and body to respond differently to stress. The first step is awareness, recognizing that a craving is not a weakness, but a message from your body asking for balance and calm. Instead of reaching for sugary snacks or processed comfort foods, you can begin to substitute with natural, stabilizing options that satisfy the urge without triggering a glucose crash. Fresh fruits such as berries, apples, or oranges provide natural sweetness with fiber and antioxidants that slow sugar absorption. Nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, deliver healthy fats and protein that calm hunger hormones and stabilize blood sugar. Plain yogurt or Greek yogurt with a drizzle of honey and a few nuts is another excellent option, offering both comfort and nutrient density. Over time, these choices retrain your brain to find satisfaction in nourishment rather than instant stimulation. Equally important is to manage the stress that fuels these cravings before it accumulates. The body cannot distinguish between emotional and physical stress. Both activate the same hormonal pathways. Regular stress management practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or mindful walking help signal to the nervous system that it's safe to relax, lowering cortisol naturally. Even brief moments of calm, 5 minutes of slow breathing between meetings, a short walk after lunch, or gentle yoga stretches before bed, can dramatically reduce the intensity of post-stress hunger. Consistency is the key. Practicing small, daily relaxation habits builds resilience so that stress no longer triggers an automatic craving response. Physical activity plays a dual role here. Not only does it reduce stress hormones, but it also improves insulin sensitivity, helping the body use glucose more efficiently. Exercise burns off excess circulating sugar and releases endorphins, the brain's natural mood stabilizers, which reduce the need for comfort eating. You don't need to commit to long, intense workouts to see results. Even moderate activities such as walking, cycling, or swimming for 30 minutes a day can stabilize your blood sugar and improve emotional balance. After particularly stressful days, a short evening walk can prevent the classic stress snacking that tends to occur after dinner when the body's cortisol is still high. Nutrition quality throughout the day also determines how strong cravings become under stress. Skipping meals or relying on fast, refined carb foods leaves your body vulnerable to blood sugar fluctuations. Eating balanced meals that combine protein, fiber, and healthy fats helps maintain energy stability and prevents sharp glucose drops that trigger emotional hunger. For instance, starting the day with a breakfast that includes eggs, oatmeal, or a smoothie with protein and greens helps maintain focus and calm, reducing the likelihood of emotional snacking later. Avoiding excessive caffeine is equally important, as it raises cortisol levels and can make sugar cravings worse in the afternoon. Sleep, often neglected, is another pillar of control. Inadequate rest amplifies both stress and hunger hormones, creating a perfect storm for cravings. When you're tired, ghrelin, the hunger hormone, rises, leptin, the satiety hormone, drops, and cortisol spikes, making it almost impossible to resist comfort foods. Prioritizing 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night resets your stress response and allows both your brain and metabolism to recover. If sleep is disrupted, winding down with a screen-free routine, herbal tea, or gentle breathing before bed can help restore rhythm. The warning here is that stress-induced cravings are not trivial habits. They are physiological disruptions that, if left unchecked, can evolve into chronic metabolic damage. Over time, this cycle leads not just to weight gain, but also to increased inflammation, fatigue, and blood sugar instability. But the hopeful reality is that once you understand the mechanism, you can take back control. You can replace reactive eating with deliberate nourishment and replace chronic stress with practices that strengthen your inner calm. Within just a few weeks of mindful change, choosing whole foods over sugary snacks, incorporating light daily activity, and adding even small relaxation rituals, you may begin to notice a steadying of energy and mood. Cravings become less intense, recovery from stress becomes faster, and you start to feel more in command of your choices rather than ruled by them. These are signs of your metabolism healing, your hormones stabilizing, and your body learning a new pattern of balance. Stress will always be part of life, but how you respond to it determines whether it erodes your health or strengthens it. Each time you pause before reaching for comfort food, each walk you take instead of snacking, and each mindful breath you practice is a small but profound act of prevention. Over time, those moments add up to a more stable metabolism, a calmer mind, and lasting protection against the hidden progression of prediabetes and metabolic disease.